You can see the factory from Rubbertown residents' front lawns. This road is completely blocked as well. There are police cruisers all the way down 7-year-old DeQuante Hobbs' home. He was shot inside that house at the kitchen table having a snack. Because we're the home of the Kentucky Derby, one of the busiest travel days of the year is nothing to the Louisville airport. I brought back the lantern so we could get a closer look at some of the damage. I'm not a piano player, but jazz icon Jamie Apersol says that's part of the point. In the fall, it's going to look like this, a state-of-the-art sports complex. You know where you can get the best view of the air show? On top of the live truck. He saw his truck being chased by police down the Watersend, come off this exit, hit an SUV, and you can see the tire tracks. Just on the other side of these officers is a window with a bullet hole right through the front.
Hello.
Reddy Weldon is helping his best friend, Jackson Rosebush, pass the time. As they wait for Jackson's haircut, the preschoolers are a ball of energy.
Reddy's cute.
Today, Jackson has a particular cut in mind. How are you getting your hair done today?
Like Reddy?
And the transformation begins. It's all part of the boys' master plan to trick their teacher.
Jackson's me and I'm Jackson. And Jackson's me.
They hope the teacher won't be able to tell them apart because they'll have the same haircut. Jackson filled his mother in on the prank.
He was like, yeah, so we can trick the teacher because we'll look just alike. No, she won't be able to tell the difference between the two of us. I was like, okay. Again, I know what Reddy looks like, so that made me chuckle.
The boys completely ignoring the obvious, their race. Jackson's mother posted her son's plan on Facebook to a few hundred friends, and it took off, shared thousands of times around the world.
I'm glad that people can see, you know, what little kids see.
I think you look like that guy.
Can I?
The boys are getting a kick out of the whole thing, but it's a much deeper meaning for their families. Reddy was adopted from the Congo, and although he may look different from his parents, they've taught him to love everyone the same.
It's really cool to see that move on from our family right into his relationships with his friends. And there's an innocence that children have that sometimes we lose. And so if we could get some of that back, I think it would be amazing.
No, I didn't do anything.
You're under arrest. Give a warrant for your arrest.
This was Patricia Karstner 19 months ago. Radcliffe police placing her under arrest.
I think it just broke her arm.
You broke it!
Just broke her arm.
This is Patricia Karstner now. An irreparable left arm broken in 3 places.
I tried to ask him why. You know, why was I under arrest? And it just took 19 seconds and it was broken.
Radcliffe police responded to Karstner's home with this custodial interference warrant. She didn't return her daughters to their father.
My youngest daughter blames herself for what happened. And she, you know, she struggles a lot because she was the one that watched it. It was right there.
Before the arrest, officers tried to enter Karstner's home. She told them no. According to her attorney, they never provided a warrant for that. He's calling this a classic violation of civil rights.
Did that really just happen? I had to watch it 2 or 3 times to grasp that what I saw was all there was.
Now the police department has this federal lawsuit on their hands. They're not commenting on the pending litigation.
It was clearly bad training on the part of the Radcliffe Police Department and those officers.
Karstner says the injury has put her out of work, causing her to lose just about everything.
They made a mistake, a very bad mistake, which has cost her the functionality of her left arm for the rest of her life.
That was Mykesha Norman's Sunday night. Her 7-year-old son, DeQuante Hobbs, had just been shot. He later died at the hospital. Tuesday, Norman's face numb, but the grief still present as she looked on at the hundreds who showed up to honor her child.
This is an undescribable pain. You can't describe it.
Police say a fight started during a dice game behind Hobbs' home Sunday. Shots were fired and a stray bullet went through this window. Hobbs was sitting at the kitchen table.
And eating leftover cake.
His little sister still struggling to understand what happened.
I had to tell my grandbaby one of the hardest things I had to tell us. I said Q had to go to heaven.
And police wish they knew why. 2 days and still no suspects. Officers spent the afternoon going door to door in a neighborhood known for remaining tight-lipped when it comes to cops.
If I've talked to everyone, there's not going to be any opportunity for someone to point back at who might have provided us with that critical information.
The mayor hopes that plan works.
I mean, if you're human at all, it breaks your heart. And you just keep saying, why does this need to happen?
Hobbs' family hopes through prayer they'll find that answer.
We're going to follow him to the heavens. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Come on, DQ.